another video. Thank you so much for clicking on here. If you're new here, my name is Karina and I do fashion and styling videos as well as some hauls. Today I am doing another week of outfits of the week, which is what I've been doing for the month of June. I have fallen off a little bit on several days because there were some events happening, including my birthday and my son's birthday and traveling, and so yeah, I'm still gonna give you 30 days of outfits. It's just not gonna be consistent, clearly. So last week's, I think I missed like 2 days. I definitely know I didn't have an outfit for Thursday and Sunday. And then this week that I'm sharing with you is actually last week's for vacation. And so I want to show you my travel outfits, and I didn't do like an actual like video talking through each outfit. So this is me talking through the outfits of what I wore. So if you're interested to see what I wore on my vacation, then you should definitely keep on watching, as well as if you're interested at the end of the video, I'll just talk a little bit more about where we went, which was Tulum, and where we stayed. If you're interested to hear anything about Tulum and traveling there, then I'll put that at the end of the video. So if you're interested in the outfits, then just keep on watching. Okay, first look I'm gonna talk about is this dress, because I actually did get this last minute. We went to H&M Sunday because my husband needed clothes and we hadn't gotten him anything, and so we went to H&M because I had seen that they had a lot of really cute like resort vacation style clothes, and we went there to get him some outfits, and I came across this beautiful dress. This is the back of it. Yeah, this beautiful like cream color dress that is ruffled at the bottom. I will insert the little video or reel that I did of me wearing it. But one of the things I love about a maxi dress when I'm traveling is that they give you some kind of like warmth, because it's like covering you from head to toe, kind of. A lot of the times if I'm traveling somewhere that it's warm, I want some kind of coverage like a maxi dress, and I'll definitely throw on like a jean jacket or a cardigan. For this trip, I actually didn't take anything on the plane, so I was actually kind of cold up here, but normally it would be wise to carry like a cardigan or a jean jacket for your travel outfit. So especially for me, because I love to go for a maxi. So this dress I thought was perfect, because when we arrived, like I'm already wearing an outfit. I threw on my hat and my little crossbody straw bag, and I was ready to go, and I had a whole outfit and I didn't have to worry about changing, and I was stayed nice and cool on the hot, humid weather that they had there in Tulum. So love this outfit a ton. This was $30 from H&M, and I think it also came in black. Okay, now the first night we actually had reservations that evening at a place called Mammazitas, and this is a part of a two-piece. So it's a wide leg cream pant that comes with this super cute top that has a zipper on the back. It is too tight for me because I got the set in an extra small, and this does not fit up top, but it did the job for the bottoms, and I love them because I wanted some wide leg cream pants, and these were perfect. I have already washed them and they didn't shrink at all, which is, I mean, I kind of wanted them to shrink a little bit because I wanted to take some length off, but they're fine. They're perfect. They fit me really good. These were very nice and like lightweight, so I really enjoyed these, and I didn't feel, it is kind of a heavier material, but I didn't feel too like hot in them. And then I wore it with, I don't have the top in my hand, but I'll insert the picture, and I actually talk about that top in my video about swimsuits that I was taking on vacation, because it's an actual, okay. It's an actual swimsuit top, but it's like got this really cute asymmetrical like top part right here. So anyways, I wore it with this. So super cute, and I really loved how it came out. Okay, so the next day we actually just wore, the next day was my actual birthday, which is why we took the trip in the first place. And I knew that we were gonna go to a beach club or like a day club, beach club, and so I just brought bathing suits to wear. You're gonna break the chair. So I took this bathing suit because I wanted to wear the headscarf that, again, I talked about in the previous video. You're very distracting. Bye. Okay, so this bathing suit is what I actually wore on my birthday during the day to that little day club / beach club that we went to, and I wore the little headscarf. I will insert a picture of me wearing it. But because we also went to get breakfast in the morning, I went ahead and paired it with... There's so many people. Ah!
video.
Bye. It was my son's birthday last week and he got that mask for his birthday. I wore the bathing suit and then I wore this and some jean shorts, so you know I didn't feel exposed and I wasn't just wearing a bathing suit. But when we got to the day club, I took the shorts off and kind of wore this around. So again, still not feeling too exposed. So if I'm in the water, I'm okay, but a lot of times I'm not gonna be walking around in just a bathing suit just because, you know, women insecurities, right? And so I definitely wore this as my bathing suit cover up for the most part, and I was definitely feeling myself with my little like scarf in the hair. I thought it was super cute. But that was during, okay, so for that evening we had dinner reservations again, and we went to a place called Taboo. Super nice, but it was really storming that night, so it was kind of scary. But I wore this little two-piece set from Shein. It is a cover-up, I'm pretty sure, because it just ties here and then it's completely open. But because I'm like, we're in Tulum, like it's beachy, everyone. And on top of that is another like beach club slash restaurant. So everybody technically is in bathing suits during the day, and then they end up moving in to like the dinner part or the restaurant part, and then it turns into like, you know, dinner and drinks and music. So there's a lot of people in bathing suits pretty much. But so I wore this and I didn't have a bathing suit underneath, but what I did is I pinned the first little ruffle together so it's kind of not all exposed all the way to like the panty line. So it's definitely, all of my leg was pretty much exposed, but you couldn't see my underwear. And I wore the little top that fell here that goes with it, which it was very low cut, and it does come with a little clip. I'll show you here, but I didn't like the look when you would clip it together. But it does have the hook, I think it's called a hook and eye clip, so you could close it up and not be so like plunging. But I left the little clip open, and then I just used fashion tape to keep it from moving. And so we ended up, it was fine, never had any mishaps, and I love this little set, and people on Instagram really loved it. And actually this is why I'm wearing a bold lip. I wore it with a bold lip because it was all white, and I was hoping to have a nice little tan to go with it, but we really didn't get much sun because it was raining pretty much the whole time and cloudy, so we never really got sun. I wanted to mention, I watched that and it shrunk a lot. And so if for whatever reason you really love this set and they only have like big sizes or a size that's too large for you, just get it anyways and wash it because it shrunk. Okay, the next day was supposed to be a day of exploring, and essentially we wanted to do like some type of excursions, but it really just rained the whole time. So I ended up going with, like I mentioned in the other video with the bathing suits, I got this top and I was gonna wear it with the high-waisted bottom, but I forgot I had this green high-waisted bottom from Shein, and I really liked this color combo much more. I wore this with some high-waisted shorts. So we just explored like downtown Tulum and ate there. We just had like some mezcal at this little local place, did our little souvenir shopping that day, and so we didn't really get to go out. And we actually wanted to go to a lagoon, but by the time we ended up going to the lagoon, it was already closed, and so we didn't get to do that either. So we ended up going back to the Airbnb and went and hung out at the pool. And so yeah, we didn't really get to do much, but it was still super fun because we were drinking and having a good time. So it was really nice to do that. But I wore that, and then when we went to the pool at the Airbnb, I actually changed into the red bathing suit, which I don't have here in my possession, but I'll insert a picture of the photo. I really love red on me, and I don't know why I don't wear it as often, but yeah, so that was it. Those were all my looks on the way back. This was my airport outfit. It is this maxi dress, and I actually put it on for you and talked through it, but why can I? Okay, this little maxi dress, again, I love maxi dresses for travel, and I'll insert myself wearing it and I'm talking through it, so yeah, you don't need much more explanation, but this was my return outfit. Okay, and I'm just putting this back on just to show y'all what I wore coming back from our trip. I wore this dress that I got at Marshall's a while ago, and I may have shared it on here, may have not, but I love this dress. It's like super flowy. It's in this really cute like tie-dye print. It's like perfect boho style for Tulum. And when I say it's lightweight, like it's so lightweight, it's probably kind of see-through, but because it's got all the different tie-dyes. You really can't see anything through it, but it's got little billowy sleeves, and it was perfect for travel because it was freezing on the way back in the airport. And so like my husband was wearing shorts and he was using my dress as like a cover for him because it was so cold in the airport. Once we were in the plane, it wasn't as bad. Oh, and I failed to mention these little bracelets. I had these little bracelets on because I got them off Amazon, and these would have been perfect to take on vacation because they're like this clear with the gold inside. Let's see if it'll focus. So they were like perfect to get like wet. They shouldn't tarnish because they're plastic. So I thought these were really cool, and I thought I'd throw them on to show you. And okay, that was all. Those were all the outfits I wore. We were only there 2 full days, and then of course 2 days of travel, and so we were there 4 days essentially, but just there for my birthday. And actually it was the last week of school for my kids, and so we arrived Thursday, and then Friday was their last day of school. So kind of bummed that I missed so much of their week, but we had planned this in advance, and they got out of school later than usual, and so it was a big mess. But thankfully my family helped, their uncle, and then my mom, who's in town from Mexico, she helped us out. So it worked out nicely, and they were able to help us. But yeah, that was it. So those were all the outfits, and I'll get into the whole where we stayed and what we did if you're interested in that. Okay, so where we stayed in an Airbnb, and we actually booked 2 Airbnbs because me, my best friend, and my husband went and stayed at one, and then my husband's niece, my niece essentially, wanted to join us as well. So her and her boyfriend ended up having another Airbnb, and they were literally like just the street over. And our Airbnb was super nice. It had 2 bedrooms. It was on the 3rd floor, which was kind of cruddy because we had to go up 3 flights of stairs with our luggage. Ours had like a community pool down in the middle of all of like the little complexes there, but we also had a little pool up top, which we actually never got to enjoy because it was raining the whole time. But the little setup is really cute. It has like a little day bed outside, and there's a seating area, and they actually will provide breakfast for you if you ask them in advance. They will bring you like a breakfast up to your area. So I thought that was really cool. We just didn't take advantage of that. We didn't do that. But the Airbnb was in the town of Tulum, or like downtown Tulum. So we were able to, if we wanted to, we could walk or drive or take a bike or whatever. But the streets of Tulum are very like, they're not paved, and so you have a lot of really unfinished streets, and it's kind of bumpy, and I would not recommend to ride a bike, at least from our Airbnb to the town of Tulum. Once you're in downtown Tulum, the streets are better, and you could essentially ride a bike. There's a little bike trail like in between the sidewalks and things, so it's made for a lot of bikes, which that would work just fine. However, I wouldn't go from our Airbnb to the town of Tulum. Very bumpy roads and kind of scary. But we rented a car. Thankfully, we took the advice of our Airbnb guide, and they said that renting a car is the best way to get around, which was totally true, especially since we did not stay on the strip of the beach area where like there's I think hotels and Airbnbs there, but it's mostly hotels and restaurants. So if you're staying there, I bet if you're staying on that strip, you probably wouldn't have to rent a car unless you're wanting to go into downtown Tulum. But we definitely rented a car, so we were able to get around through downtown Tulum. We were able to drive ourselves to dinner, which was on the strip of the beach part. Depending on where you stay, like if you're staying where we stayed or very close to downtown, to get to the beach, you would have to rent a car because it's a long drive. And I heard that if you're taking a taxi, it can be up to $100 US per person, and we had 5 people with us, so it just made more sense to rent a car. It was right under $300 to rent the car, but you did have to put a deposit of $300. You get the deposit back when you return the car in good condition. Yeah, it's totally worth it. I would totally recommend to rent a car if you're doing Tulum, as well if you're doing excursions, because that way you can travel on your own time to get to the Setanos, or to get to, like, if you wanted to do Escaret, or if you wanted to do anything like that. Like, a car is just your best bet because you're saving in the long run from having to pay a taxi every time you want to go anywhere. You have your car, and it's way affordable in comparison to like the cost of a taxi to get you from point A to point B and then back. Okay, and then I booked all of our dinner reservations as well as our like lunch reservation through OpenTable.
Guess what? Guess what?
So he made the Joker. And there's his guy that he used. There you go. Wow, it looks just like him. Good job. Thank you for sharing. But close the door. So Mammazitas was dinner for Monday night. Lunch reservations at the day club was at Taboo during the day, and the evening dinner reservations was at Tantra, and that was, I think they're all owned actually by the same company. The vibe is all the same, and all of these restaurants are beautiful, gorgeous, like jungle themed. 10 out of 10 as far as like what their aesthetic looks like, and the vibe of all of these restaurants really, really nice. Is that Mammazitas, Tantra, Taboo, Chamboa, I think was the name of the other place where had dinner reservations on Wednesday night, but we actually canceled because they wanted to eat more in the town versus going back to the beach, to the strip of those restaurants. So I ended up canceling Wednesday night's reservation, but they're all the same kind of vibe. Really nice. Definitely recommend any of those 3 places, and there is way more from the same like company. Just because of the bad weather, we weren't able to like actually go to the beach and like enjoy the beach and stuff, but they said that the beach was sick, and so I think it's because the mixture of the rain and the seaweed, it's really brown right now. It's not like the crystal clear water that you think of when you think of Mexico. So that was a bummer, but I knew that going in that it was already like that. And so I knew that we were gonna have rain the whole time, and I knew that the beach looked the way it looked. And so we had no plans to actually be at the beach, even though I would have loved to. We just knew going in, so I didn't make any plans to actually be at the beach. Mexico doesn't require you to have any kind of testing and or the vaccine to get into Mexico. Just you do have to get tested. You do have to have a rapid test within 3 days of traveling back to the United States. And I actually follow Sonia Castaneda here on YouTube, and she had just gone and she showed the place where she got her test. And I actually saw it on the way in, and so I was like, we should go get tested there because she got results right away. And it was just something, I already just knew that she did it, so I took it off her recommendation, and we got our results within a few hours via email, which was perfect. And then we had to show that on the way out. We flew American Airlines, and they sent a little like things you had to do before you arrived to Mexico, and it asked for a health questionnaire that you had to do within 12 hours of your flight, and we filled that out, but nobody asked for it. So that was really weird because we kind of stressed out about it. We did it, and then nobody asked for it. So yeah, that was it. And so yeah, if you have any questions about Tulum that I can maybe help with, then please leave them down below. But that was just our little experience and what we did while we were there. And yeah, and so I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.